What does it do to juice this event and your sport overall in general to have this guy injected back into the mix, Fight Island, with the world watching tomorrow night?
He's one of the biggest superstars in all of sports. And obviously, when he's involved in a fight, the whole world is buzzing, and it's fun, man. I mean, even right now, my social media is off the charts. Everything that I post is going crazy, and it's incredible to see what a massive global superstar this kid is.
What other fights are on this card that people should, tune in for?
Well, the co-main event. So basically, these guys are all lightweights, the main event and the co-main event. And, Dan Hooker is ranked number 6. And this kid, Michael Chandler, just came into the UFC, but he's been around for a while. It's his debut. He's got 9 wins by knockout, 7 by submission. He's a Division I All-American wrestler. He's got 12 first-round finishes. And all these guys are fighting right now to see who could possibly face Khabib Nurmagomedov for the title.
You got that incredible Apex in Vegas that you built, spent over $100 million to put that thing together, but you also got Fight Island now. When the pandemic is over with, what happens to Fight Island? Can we continue to see fights there?
Guys, wait till you see the infrastructure that I built over here in Abu Dhabi over the next couple of years. So everything that I have over in Vegas, I'm replicating over here. The arena, a huge performance institute. We're doing a production facility. Everything over here. I'm here to stay. I have a huge 10-year plan for Fight Island.
Smart. Dana, congrats, too, on the first historic UFC broadcast on ABC this past weekend. How did that come into fruition, and what are the plans for where you plan on taking UFC in the next couple of years?
Yeah, they hit us up, and ABC wanted us to do a fight there. We already had the fights laid out for the dates that they asked for, and that's the fight that fell on it. And it couldn't have been a more perfect fight for ABC. That whole thing worked out incredible. They expected us to pull 1 million viewers. We pulled 1.6 million viewers. We crushed it in the demos, and it was an amazingly successful event. And Max Holloway is still the man.
Over-delivering in sports right now is easier said than done, I'm sure you know. So for you guys to be able to, give him 50% more than was expected tells you everything about the UFC. I got a couple questions for you here. You referenced Khabib in your earlier answer. I think there's a lot of people that, took Khabib at his word that he was going to retire, walk away after the death of his father, wouldn't want to fight with his father not in his corner. But you sort of referenced that he could be coming back. There's been some waves that he's coming back. What can you tell fans definitively about Nurmagomedov?
Yeah, so this guy is, one of the best in the world right now and the absolute best in his weight class. And I think going into that fight, he had a ton of pressure on him. He, his dad passed away. He was in training camp during that time, didn't get to spend time with his family, got injured, had trouble cutting weight because of the injury, had trouble training, then went in there and put on an unbelievable performance against the number 1 guy in the world. And I think that he was super emotional, and he threw down his gloves. And all I did was, after the fight, I said, listen, I know you just retired, but take some time, go home, spend some time with your family, heal up, and let's talk again later. So we ended up getting together out here in Abu Dhabi, and I get the feeling that, he will take another fight. So we'll see how this weekend plays. I mean, listen, guys, the biggest fight ever in the history of combat sports was Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather. Mm-hmm. Number 2 was Floyd Mayweather versus Pacquiao. And I think the number 3 biggest fight of all time in combat sports will be Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov 2, the rematch.
Wow, if we could see that again. Wow, you are so right, especially with the way it ended for Conor and his swagger, and Nurmagomedov becoming a household name amongst fans after what he did. Couldn't agree more. Again, UFC 257, the return of the notorious MMA, McGregor and Poirier, Saturday night from Fight Island, which Dana says is going to be off the hook. And if you saw the ones back in June last year, that was pretty impressive. Can't wait to see what happens tomorrow night exclusively on ESPN Plus. You can order right now, ESPN.com/PPV. Hey, last one for you, Dana, because I've watched you guys dominate the Americas, North and South. We've seen fights in Australia. We've seen fights all over the world for UFC, all over the world, all over Europe, all that stuff. Give me the one place, country, venue that your sport is yet to conquer. You got the 10-year plan with Abu Dhabi. The one place the UFC is yet to conquer that Dana has got to bring the Ultimate Fighting Championship.
India.
Oh, I love it. I'm Indian. I love it. I love it.
Smart.
All right, tell us why. Tell us why.
Well, if you look right now, look at what we've done in building up, places like Australia, Europe, Canada, Brazil. The list goes on and on. If you look at one of the places with the biggest population in the world, is India. And when you find, look, I'll give you an example. Conor McGregor is, he's from Ireland. He's a massive superstar. You know why? One of the reasons he's charismatic. He can fight well, all that other stuff. He's Irish. Everybody thinks they're Irish, man. Everybody on the planet thinks they're Irish.
Yeah.
So you take India, a place that has such a massive population. If we can find somebody who is one of the baddest dudes in the world, and he's Indian, that whole segment of the population will follow him, and it will be massive.
Hey, Dana, I got one right next to me, our host, right here next to me, Zubin Mehete.
He's vicious, though, Dana.
vicious.
I don't know. He's vicious
Dana,
now.
I'm 5'11", 157 on my high school weight, I like to say. I'm 42 years old. Do I have a future?
Well, let me say this to you. If an Indian guy comes out, and doesn't matter what weight class, and he is looked at as the baddest dude in the world, you will follow this guy. Your friends will. Your family will. You guys will buy his pay-per-views and his merchandise and all of that stuff. Am I wrong?
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.